Was it always for you that you realized very early on that you want to help people in need with projects or whatever, or was it with with your journey in poker that at some point you got to realize, okay, now I got the financial freedom, I got time, now I want to use it wisely and make an impact, or how did it happen?
It's funny. I've always had that in my mind. I mean, maybe since I was about 19, 20, that kind of age. But if you'd met me when I was 20 or 19, I mean, if you met me fucking last year, I was completely different to how I am now, but especially when I was 19, 20, 21, etc. I was very, very traumatized and I had no idea. I was very hurt and I was very egotistical. If you were to meet me at the poker table, like I wanted to crush you, I would make it clear that I wanted to crush you and I thought I was the best. And you would just feel that from me.
Hmm.
And that kind of character, even though I had it in the back of my mind, like eventually I'd like to do some charity stuff because that sounds fucking amazing. I guess it wasn't really reified into my reality, at least until perhaps about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe four now, where it was actually back in my psychedelic days. I don't do psychedelics, and I advise other people not to do psychedelics these days. Back in my psychedelic days, and I had this one really powerful meditation where I basically got a lot of visions about what charitable projects I could do, and one of them was abundance, the one that I plan to do in the future, which I really do think will be absolutely world changing. And I kind of just got told whether you could rationalize this and say it was just my psyche or whatever. I don't know. I got told, hey, you can do this. You can change the world. You can do it. And just and I really saw it and I understood. And at that moment, I said, okay, I'm gonna dedicate my life to this. And no matter what happens, I will be willing to put everything I have on the line to do this. And at the end of that meditation, I saw, okay, well, currently all of my energy, imagine we have like 100 units of energy, like probably like 80% of my energy was put towards poker at that point. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't make a charity if I'm doing that. So at that point, I decided, hey, I'm going to retire from poker from this moment. And I made the decision I am. It turns out I still needed some money. So I'm still playing some poker on the side. I'll dip in and out. And luckily when I've dipped in and out, I've made a fuck ton of money. I'm on like the biggest upswing of my life. It's very spread out. So yeah, I still play poker every now and again to keep up income and to, keep myself sharp and to keep my business going, things like that. But my underlying existence, my underlying axioms of how I would approach every single moment of the day is, how can I do the best in the world? How can I reduce the most unnecessary suffering? And how can I increase the most joy? So there wasn't really like one moment, but it was transitional over perhaps the last 4 or 5 years. But that one meditation was really crucial for me.
If you're enjoying the way that I'm speaking about poker, teaching poker, I do have a website, charliecarrel.com. Link is in the description below. You'll find on there a mindset masterclass, which I think is the most important, teaching you how to deal with tilt, anxieties, ambition, things like that. You'll find a poker masterclass completely teaching you how to restructure the way that you think about poker. And you'll find a complete archive of the bankroll challenge.